bit too much. And
Oh
she did a
yeah.
lot of damage, carnage,
Yeah.
and I don't see that happening at all. So the other thing that you put together that I've put it on my playlist on my YouTube channel, and you know he gets the hits, but it's that video about the Wonderland murders, and I thought that was absolutely fascinating. That you go back there and the Wonderland murder crime scene video is actually on YouTube. You can watch the full video, and I recognized a familiar voice, Tom Lang, from the O.J. Simpson case, in there
Sure.
narrating it. And but you put that video together. How did you even get into that look? I'm sure you knew somebody that let you into the location. But what was fascinating is you going from the actual crime scene to when you were there. That residence hasn't changed a bit, really, even the
Yeah.
same flooring. So
Yeah.
what was that like going inside of there?
You know, it was Wonderland, the Wonderland murders, and I mean, you know, they were drug dealers. They were horrible people, all of them. You know, nobody deserves to be bludgeoned with a lead pipe, but sometimes you kind of go, well, you play with fire, you get burned. And that's what they did. So these guys were bludgeoned to death in this house on Wonderland Avenue. And the house is weirdly, it was a rental, you know, it was rented for many years, and they had a lot of tenants over the years. And when it was available to rent a few years ago, I don't know how long ago it was now, a friend of mine who works in real estate saying the house is empty. I'll tell you where the key is. Here's the code, and check it out. So I called Mike Dorsey again, who we did 6 Degrees of Helter Skelter with, and he grabbed a camera. We went up there, and we didn't have a portable DVD player, but a lot of screen captures because you were just saying how you can see the Wonderland crime scene. It was the first mass murder that was documented by the LAPD with a video camera, a walkthrough. And what I found shocking is that was given as an extra feature in the movie Wonderland that you know, with Val Kilmer. If you rented that movie, it was all about the crimes. For an extra feature, here are the victims with their heads bashed in for your entertainment. I found that shocking, but I bought it for that reason too, because I want to see, of course. So we went and then we matched it up. We matched up where all the victims were found, and we went through the house. And yeah, it was shockingly the same. You know, the steps where the you know, tube socks were found, and you know, everything was still still there, but it was empty. So we had free reign of the place. It was fascinating to be in there, and disconcerting because, you know, it was a horrible, violent crime. And I don't know if you believe in the paranormal or anything like that. I happen to believe in all that stuff, but I'm also the first person to go, no, you're full of it when it comes to things like that. But one of the things I do when I visit places where famous people died is I'll go to that place and I'll find the spot where that person died, and I'll sit there because I want to see the last thing that they ever saw. You know, my friend who lives in Mae West's apartment where she died, you know, I laid in bed and I looked at the ceiling. I thought, this is the last thing Mae West did, you know, saw. So I went there and I sat where all the victims were and just kind of took it in. And then that was when that was the only time, or only 2 times where I got really ultra, like, I got to get out of here now. This is bad news. So there are bad vibes. Of course, these locations, I think, echo off of the horrible things that happened in them. And it certainly struck me at that time. I'm not easy to shake when it comes to things like that, but it was something I felt like I needed to get out now.
Yeah, so that's not a place that you're spending the night at.
No, no.
Was there any other kind of places like that